Oh. Uh, Hi, sorry, I my camera was off. And hi, Osama. Um, Happy Monday. I'm here again to go back with this book. It's gonna be a very short. I go live today. But let me go live on Instagram because, as you may know, now I'm going live on 3 platforms at the same time. Let me just make sure that I'm on Instagram. 1 second. Yes, here we are. How was your weekend? Hope all is good. You had fun. It's almost fall officially, and it's good to be quick covering the beach money before it's no longer the season of the beach. Anyhow, today we're gonna go and talk about. Do a comparison and understand the typical how you make money uh, through other ways versus how you make money through the beach money model. So we're gonna do a very quick comparison, and again, all the content I'm sharing is by Jordan Adler. I'm just being here a messenger, and I'm not I'm not saying anything from my as an opinion or as a input from my personal experience. I want to welcome first Linda. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. And if you are watching, I really love to know where you are watching from, and if you've ever had any network marketing experience, or you are interested to explore what kind of business opportunities you have using the network marketing experience. Because for those who have not watched the previous episode, we are in the third episode today. This guy is the number one top earner in the world using the network marketing, and his worth is 20 million US dollars, and he makes minimum 100,000 US dollar per month using the network marketing, and he calls it the beach money business model. All right, so today we're gonna go and see the difference between beach money and other way of making money. My friends watching me on Instagram, you're not gonna be able. I have picked some. I can share them from here. The table to do the comparison to keep it very simple and easy for you to grab it. All right, so we are here. Okay. So Linda is watching from New York, beautiful New York. I hope all is good there. I miss it. Need to go soon. I love the city. I know it's might be a little bit hectic to live there, but it's a beautiful, vibrant city. All right. So we're gonna start with first the comparison. I'm gonna add it to the stream here. Beach money versus job. If you have a job, any kind of a job, what's the difference between having a business using the beach money business model versus having an income coming from a job? Or sometimes we think that we are in a job, we need to find a better job. So what this better job can give you instead, it's good to understand. And again, I'm sharing a slide here on Facebook and YouTube, but my friends using the watching me from on Instagram, they can't access it. I'm gonna share it here. Okay, so as you see from the chart here, if you have a job and you have the business model beach money network marketing, in a job you always have a boss. You always have to report to someone, and the boss decides anything. And the most important point that your boss or your company decides is your pay increase or your promotion. And this is big. I don't know if you've been into a long time, like in job or being employed, but trust me, I've been for like enrolled in jobs since I was 20. And yes, this is hectic. Sometimes you feel like you deserve more, but you are not in a position to decide if this increase that you want in your salary is worth what you expected or not. Versus if you have your beach money business, then you don't have a boss, which means you are the only decision maker in the equation, and you decide everything. And precisely, you can decide to increase your income anytime and the amount you wish. The second point, when you have a job, you know that your salary is X US dollars or any currency per month. No matter what, you have a limited income potential. However, when we talk about beach money, you have unlimited income potential. Okay, because you increase, you work harder, you work more, you work less, it's up to you, but you have unlimited income potential. When you have a job, even if you work overtime, if you work 7 days a week, your salary is your salary and is limited. The third point when we talk about a job is you have, and again we talked about this last week, as linear income. A linear income is what you get paid for the work that you do. So I work today, I get paid for today. I don't work today, it's gonna be deducted from my salary. However, and this is the most important point, I really like you to keep it in mind and have an open mind set when you hear this. When you have a beach money business model, we're talking here about non-linear income. It means you get paid over and over for one time work that you once did. Okay, this is big. This is what we talked about last episode. If you haven't watched it, you can go. If you are watching me on Facebook, it's available on last Monday, and on Instagram as well. It's, you can scroll down on my profile and pick it up. Last week we talked about the linear income versus the non-linear income. And non-linear income makes you gain 5 figures, 6 figures easily, because you do the task once and you get paid over and over and over. The fourth point, stop working means stop getting paid. However, when you are having a beach money business, it means you can be paid even when you are not working. As we said, you do the work once and you keep getting paid. It doesn't need your physical presence. It doesn't need your intervention. You are literally free. Okay, so it doesn't matter. However, when a job, if you don't go to a job, you have to either submit a medical report or a big like justify it. If you couldn't justify it, deducted from your salary. The fifth point is, if you quit your job, it means you're not paid anymore. You close this source of income. However, beach money business model, if you quit, you still be getting paid, because again, the model for this business makes you you know, the income keeps coming to you through so many other channels. You are not the only one in the equation of bringing business to your business. While when we talk job, it means you have already, you know, you are the only player in the game. The sixth point is, it's just a job, and there most of the time, and this was the big reason behind me quitting the jobs, is there is no personal growth, no development. And if you are ambitious, and there's no way somebody can do the same thing forever and without feeling that It's not pleasant anymore. It's a routine. We're bored, and we feel that we are created to do more. We are curious beings. We are ambitious. A job is just a job. When you are running a business using beach money as a business model, your personal development opportunities are huge, are all the time opening and growing with you. And this is why you keep motivated and you keep living and feel like you are thriving. All right, so this is the comparison. And what do you think? 6 different points between a job and beach money. Now I'm gonna take you to do a comparison between the, if you decide, and I hear it so much that some people think that maybe they have to go back to university or college to study or go learn something so they can enhance their income. And it's like, oh my goodness, you shouldn't be doing this if you want to enhance your income. I can do it. I already, like, since 2020, I was enrolled in so many courses. I invested a lot in my learning, but I was not doing this to make money, because education means spending money, and it's not guaranteed that you're gonna be able to make money out of your education. So I'm gonna bring it here, and again, this is done by Jordan Adler. This is not my sorry, okay. My opinion, this is the guy, and I'm talking here about this. So go back to college versus beach money. When we talk that, have you ever thought of that? I like to hear in the comments. Share with me. Have you ever felt maybe I should go and earn a master's degree, or maybe I should have an MBA, or maybe I should be continuing my education? If you are not, you haven't continued your education. Have you ever thought this way to enhance your financial situation? I like to hear in your comments. Tell me if yes or no. While you are sharing your experiences here, I like to start with the comparison. If you go back to college, you pay around like thousands of dollars. If you go back to start from your bachelor degree, so you have to have an investment around 200,000 US dollars as tuition, or maybe less or maybe more, depends. But we'll talk here about big money being invested. Okay. However, if you think to start a beach money business, you pay much less than that. So you can invest. There are so many business models that you can even start with 1,000 US dollars and start official business and legitimately known and approved in the US and in the world, and you can start it. So with $1,000 you can start a business that can make you 5 digits, versus if you think you want to go back to college to make money, you're gonna be paying huge sum of money. The second point, guarantee a diploma. So the going to college, it means you're going to have a diploma, but it doesn't guarantee that you have a good job, a good package, you're going to be paid as you expect. There's no guarantee in that. And I had to do a lot of I struggled with this, because okay, I finished my master's degree and I started working, but I always felt in the earlier that I maybe need to have an MBA. I worked in management, and then I had maybe to start thinking of going into higher education. My husband thought the same, and now, thank God, we didn't go into this trap, because you pay so much money for just a diploma. Sometimes you can't get anywhere with a diploma. However, if you invest and beach money business, then you guarantee getting paid while you are learning. And this is big. So you learn, but you're making money, because there is learning to be done when you start a business. And there are always, especially now when we talk about the digital transformation, there should be some learning, but the best way to learn is when you have the opportunity and the possibility to earn. And this is available if you start a beach money business. The third point to compare between go back to a college and beach money is no income during college. However, I did my digital training absolutely greatly for 1 year while my business is running up in the background, and I was making money, and they paid almost nothing. So in the beach money, you graduate in 1 to 4 years with beach money income. So you have your beach money coming, and you are paying for your tuition if you decide to go to college. Classroom training versus on the job real life business training. Okay, so here again, it's the way that you are keep going in the business versus when you go to a college. When you are attending a class, you are in a classroom, you are not earning, you are spending, investing, but there's no guarantee that you're going to be paid for your what you're invested in. This is now for the comparison between beach college and beach money and college, going back to college or investing in education. Do you, what are your thoughts? I like to hear from you. I like to think, does that make any sense? Before I move to the third comparison, which is I want to share here, it's okay. Let me remove. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So the fourth, I'm sharing on here for my Instagram followers. This is what we are sharing here: the comparison between you open a franchise and versus the beach money. If you live in the United States, you are aware that I'm happy that Linda shared with me her feedback, and she thinks that this is tremendous sense what we're sharing here, this comparison. I do agree the same, actually. Thank you, Linda. So the comparison between, if you're gonna start a business, you are in front of so many business ideas, and this here Jordan Adler thought of, maybe we can do a comparison between the franchise, because the franchise business in the state is huge, is big. Everything is now franchise. Yesterday we ordered pizza, and like for a new pizza restaurant next, like nearby, and then on the box they write, if you want to take a franchise, contact this and this. So now the franchise is something very, very common, very I mean, people love to start with something proven, tried, marketed already. But be careful. This is the difference between opening a franchise and starting a business that has a beach money business model. When you start a franchise, you need to hire and manage people, versus when you start a beach money business, you don't have any employee to manage or pay. You don't have the overhead that you have to be committed to. And this is a huge. I thought once to have a franchise, and when I took my pen and paper and started putting down not only the investment but also the fixed overhead, I was like, oh no, I can't do that. That's a lot, and the risk is higher, definitely. The second point is, when you start a franchise, you buy capital equipment while you have zero almost, or very affordable, ridiculous investment when you do a business using the beach money business model. And this is big, big, and big. What does this mean? You don't need an investor. You don't need to go into debt to start a business. If you decide to go into a franchise, you're gonna have to go find investors, unless you have already a big amount of money, or you're gonna go get loans and get into debt. The third point is, open a franchise. When you open a franchise, you invest 50,000 to 200,000 US dollar upfront. However, when you start a beach money business, you just invest sometimes 1,000 US dollars, and maximum you can go up to 10,000 US dollars, and they are very affordable, right? And again, don't forget the profitability of this beach money business model that keeps bringing income to you, whether you work or not. The fourth point, guys, is limited potential up to 75,000 per year after the third year. This is big. I talk to when I have a strategy call with the new business partners, I always emphasize on the importance of understanding when you invest in a franchise or a business, conventional business, it means you don't make money. You're not, it's very hard to break even, okay, in the first year or second year, because the sum that you have invested in and the fixed overhead that you already started paying and keep paying month by month are huge. However, and here I'm gonna share Osama's feedback. Thank you for sharing. This is a course, if we are only taking from a money making standpoint, we all need and appreciate all professions. Yes, of course. Of course. So the point versus unlimited potential, if you start a business using beach money and you work on it and you do the right learning, you can start making five figures and six figures. He said 100,000 US dollar in his book in the first 3 years, and I know that out of a fact, and I've been around people I know very well. I've seen their W2 and their T4A for Canada. They are making the 6 digits within the second year of them starting their beach money business. And again, the fifth point is, if you start a franchise, you guys have the franchise fees. If you decide to start with a Starbucks franchise, you're gonna keep paying Starbucks for just using their names and system and branding. So there are franchise fees. However, with the beach money, there are no franchise fees. It's zero. If you open a franchise, you have long-term leases, while you have no rent, no leases, no mortgage. If you decide to purchase an office or not, you work anywhere from your home. All what you need is an internet, laptop, or an iPad to start a beach money business. So it is amazingly important to keep in mind those facts. 3 to 5 years to break even in an open franchise. And the beach money business model, you make money immediately, because your investment is so so little, let's call it. It's a very ridiculous investment, and you don't have high overhead. So whatever you're doing, you're making money, and it's gonna be your profit. And remember, you're not the only one who is making business, who is bringing business to your business in the beach money. And the last point is, your business owns you. And this is very important. When you have a franchise, you have to be present all the time. You have to be there. You are not free. There is big difference if you don't show up, if you don't run your business by yourself. So the business owns you. However, when you have a beach money business model, you have the full freedom, that real meaning of time freedom lifestyle, because you don't need to be present. The business is running with you and without you. And especially now with the automation and the internet the technology, there are so many ways that you can be anywhere, sleeping, traveling, just taking spiritual retreats for 1 month, and your business is still gonna get you income and still keep growing. So this is the comparison between opening a franchise and beach money. I would add, this is my addition is, when you get a business, a franchise, if I decide to get Starbucks or Tim Hortons or McDonald's or any franchise. I'm growing the Starbucks business, and I'm not growing my own business. And the franchise has always the legal way, possibility and option to take the franchise from you. So there is also high risk of building a long-term sustainable business, and this is big. Most of us, I learned this when I sat with franchise consultants, and I had to always bring it to share it with my prospects who are looking for franchises. So that's the difference. This is what I wanted to share today with you, and I'm gonna address here. Linda is asking, is a LLC beneficial with beach money? Again, LLC is when you register. You can register your beach money business as an LLC. LLC is just a legal form for running business, but it's not a business model. I don't know if that answers your question or I got right your question. So it doesn't matter. You can have a beach money business model and register it in your country, in your state, as an LLC company, and the business model is not affected by if the company is LLC or solo entrepreneurial business. It's not gonna affect the business model. That's it from my side today. I hope I could clarify some points about the differences, because again, there are so many ways to make money. They are all good, and I love the job, and I might go back to job anytime I find something I feel it's meaningful to me. Don't get me wrong, jobs are great. Any other diplomas, masters, education I love to keep learning. We just have to have an understanding about what is better if we're thinking how to make money while freeing our time, so we can go to college without the stress of who's gonna pay our tuition, who's gonna pay my family bills. And also the job is good, but it's gonna be even better if you have a side business, so this job insecurity can be absorbed, dissolved, and you can have fun. Stay open, stay flexible, and this is the only opinion advice I like to give. If you have any other advice you like to share with me, please share them in the comment. And I always love to see your point of views, and if you are resonating with the content or not, because this is also part of the learning. Learning can happen in so many ways, right? I love you. I thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week with another session from this Beach Money book. Cheers. I'm gonna see Linda is you have been very influential. Thank you. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate your feedback. I'm happy to hear that. And I will see you. I wish you a great week ahead. And I'll see you in 6-7 days. Cheers. Bye.